Sir, ano daw? Saan daw galing tong claim that the UPI rally may have been foreign funded? Where did you hear that?
Alam mo, ladies, when we look at what is happening right now in the country, these are incidents not happening in isolation. If you look at the bigger picture of what's happening in the West Philippine Sea, we look at Bajo de Masinloc, we look at all the information, disinformation, malinformation being waged against the government, against the Philippines. There is a nexus, there is a point of intersection. And we would just like to be very sure that what is happening domestically is not linked to the bigger picture in the West Philippine Sea. And I mentioned that this morning that the rally conducted at the People Power Monument was well organized and well funded, unlike previous or the usual rallies that we usually see. So we are looking into all of this to see if indeed this was only by local sponsors. And we would like to be very sure, just to ensure that the state and the people are well protected and secured.
So you're looking into it, but at this point, have you found any sort of evidence or, evidence showing that they could have gotten funding somewhere else?
What we are looking at in the military are indicators. If you speak about law enforcement, they look for evidence beyond reasonable doubt. In the military, we look for patterns, we look for trends, we look for indicators that these activities are not normal. They are unusual, they are well organized, they are well funded. And if it warrants further investigation or validation, then at least we have a lead on where to look at.
Rear Admiral, can you talk us through these patterns that you're seeing? Are you at liberty to share some of them para rin kami at saka yung mga nanonood sa atin ay maintindihan at alam mo yun, matuto tayo mag-identify nitong mga patterns and trends?
Okay, I would like to start from the topmost.
Go ahead.
If we are talking about corruption in government, we all support that. The moment the narrative becomes inciting the AFP to withdraw support, it's a different story. We go one step down. If you are talking to the Chief of Staff, addressing him or the members of the AFP, that we have a president who does not anymore deserve the support of the Filipino people. If we look at information being waged against the AFP, demonizing the AFP, these are not anymore normal narratives of different groups that would like to support or call for an anti-corruption campaign in government. So all of this, like what I mentioned, we are looking at this because this will impact into the overall security of the country.
Okay, but sir, you are talking about retired generals. These are your colleagues, former colleagues here. Do you think na infiltrate na po ng China kahit yung AFP natin?
When we speak of the United Front Works of the Chinese Communist Party, they operate very subtly. Yung iba dyan, hindi natin alam, nakagamit na pala tayo. We don't know that one of in their playbook is to infiltrate society, infiltrate government, and to destroy it from within. What is their theory of victory? Just to be able to divide Philippine society and make us focus on internal concerns and not on the bigger picture na kung saan may interest sila, which is the West Philippine Sea. Now, if we start connecting the dots, we have had a local chief executive with a dubious background. We had the submersible drones in our maritime domain. We had alleged spies with high-tech equipment. We have had Chinese-looking nationals being arrested with fake government IDs. Nothing of this happens in isolation. And we are trying to look at if there are patterns or trends among all of these incidents happening in the country.
Have any connections been made between these dots that you just mentioned, sir?
That's part of the ongoing checks that we are doing, which at this moment I'm not at liberty to disclose yet.
Okay.
Sir, we have retired Major General Pokis denying this already. Sinabi pa nga po niya, what funding kung di daw nila mapakain yung mga attendees sa rally. What's your response to that, sir?
Well, again, it is still an ongoing check that we are doing. Anybody could say anything. If at the end then they come out clean, then we have nothing to worry about. But again, we have to look at the bigger picture and how the bits and pieces of the bigger picture fit in.
Okay. At to Pauline's point, no, sir, nabanggit na rin niya yung wala ngang mapakain sa rally. Pero in your statement earlier to the press, you mentioned na napaka-bongga nung catering. Ano po ba yung napansin ninyong bonggang catering doon sa event? And what made you say that napaka-engrande nung planning? I think those were the words you used, sir.
When you have an air-conditioned tent, when you have catering services na naka-catering van, when you have the not average na pagkain na binibigay, hindi ito normal. This don't come free. There are people sponsoring this, funding this. Ang tanong sino? At bakit? Anong interest nila? And then we have a group of people attending the rally calling for the AFP to withdraw support from the president. These are not normal narratives from Filipinos. We are looking into all of this in coordination with the Philippine National Police.
But we have to admit, sir, napaka-divided po ng ating population right now, no? May mga kumakampi sa ganitong panig, may ganitong panig. Is it not possible that it's just actually domestically funded? Are you also looking into that?
I don't want to speculate on whether it's only domestically funded or may foreign funding. Again, we are looking into everything. What happened over the weekend is not normal. Makita naman natin yung preparation. And then they even requested for an extension ng isa pang araw. Ibig sabihin, kaya pa ng pondo nila. It just so happened na hindi na-deny yung kanilang extension.
As Pauline pointed out, this was one of the co-conveners of this is retired General Pokis. And then, of course, the other issue was that retired General June Esperon was also seen at that rally. And we spoke to him last night, in fact. He's not outright calling for the resignation of President Marcos, but he did say na he has to know his limits, right? If he is no longer able to fix this corruption issue, then he should know his limits. So read between the lines na lang. But my question there is, what does the AFP think of the fact that these are retired generals, retired officers of the military that are at the forefront of this?
Yes, first and foremost, we respect every Filipino's right to express freely, freedom of expression, and the freedom of peaceful assembly. Because this is what is afforded under a democracy. But at the same time, it is also incumbent upon every Filipino to protect the very freedoms that we enjoy under this democracy. If not, if we violate this, if we abuse this, it now becomes a gray line, especially so if you would like to incite the AFP to withdraw support. We have been very clear. It is our mandate to protect the sovereignty of the state, the integrity of the territory, and the Filipino people. We are busy doing our job. Yung mga nasalanta sa mga kalamidad, Bagyo, Lindol. We are looking after the West Philippine Sea. We don't want to be distracted from performing our mandate.